Hi and welcome to WarHQ. My name is Lucius. Today I just wanted to go over something which was pretty cool. Recently on the Warhammer 40k Kill Teams page on Facebook, it was suggested by a guy called Robert that during this pandemic that we're having, that everyone lists the factions that they have, and then the person who comments on what factions they have also has to list their own factions and has to basically give advice on the next faction the person above them should collect. I thought it was a really cool idea, so I entered into that. Thankfully for me, I got given, or by the person under me, the army that I actually wanted to collect next, which was pretty cool. So this is Tyranids, and hence what the topic is today of Tyranids. So what I'm going to do is basically go through my journey, I guess, of collecting the Tyranids. And the first thing I've received in the mail since that date is these Tyranide Warriors. So let's have a bit of a dive into what I decided to go for with Kill Team, with my Tyranide Warriors. Now, when you're talking about optimization for Kill Team, that's what I'm really interested in. And then what I'm looking at now is, with this box, what are the best 3 models that I could build, basically, to use within my Kill Team Tyranid force that I'm building. So, first one, and this is going to be a complete no-brainer for anyone that plays Tyranids, is the Venom Cannon. Now, the Venom Cannon is super powerful. One of the Tyranids, well, it is the Tyranid's best shooting weapon. They can only have one of them, so hence my first choice is going to be a Venom Cannon. Now, it's an Assault D3 weapon, has an 8 strength, -2 AP, and D3 damage, and a 36-inch range. So that makes it pretty tough. You can see here that, before I throw him off the table, this guy is armed with rending claws as well. I have this thing with expensive models like these Tyranide Warriors. It's like I can't bring myself to give them weapons like the Scything Talons, which have no AP. Now, I know that'll have its uses against teams that need high volume of attacks to defeat, such as Harlequins or Demons, which just have invulnerability saves where AP doesn't matter. But for this instance, I just think, yeah, I'm going for the rending claws on this guy. Now, second model off the rank here is we've got this old boy. And this is going to be my close combat specialist. He's pretty much decked out with everything. So he'll probably end up being like a combat specialist, I would say, or a veteran actually. Probably more inclined to go for a veteran. Anyone that knows me and plays against me, I do like those initial charges on turn 1 or turn 2, especially with something like this that can move very far. My only other option for veteran in the team that I'm sort of collecting would be my Ravener, and that has a base of 12 movement, and I think it could trump this one if it goes that way. But you can see here, now this guy is armed with the Death Spitter. Now, the Death Spitter, I think, is it's a definite upgrade from the Devourer, which the Warriors have as a normal weapon. So the Devourer is a Assault 3 weapon with a 4 strength and does 1 damage with no AP. Now, in comparison, the Death Spitter is an Assault 3 weapon, has a 5 strength and does -1 AP and 1 damage. So for 2 points, you're getting that extra point of strength. So, you've got better chances of wounding anything with a toughness 4, like Orcs or Marines. And then you've got that -1 AP. So, things, that just have t-shirt saves ain't going to get a save, and then other things are going to have a harder time. So I think for 2 points, if you're going to go like a shooting option, I think the Death Spitter is essential. Now, you'll also notice that this guy's got the Bone Sword, and the Lash Whip. Why I'd put this on my close combat guy, the guy that's going to just charge in there. He's got a bit of shooting support as he goes. Pretty simple, really. It's got a -2 AP, which is better than your Rending Claws. It's better than your Scything Talons. And because I like that. I like that if he's going to go in, he's going to be my main close combat punch. Then I want something that can rip through armor as well. It'd be no point having this big badass boy and then him not being able to achieve, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. Now, if you don't know about the Lash Whip and the Bone Sword combination, if this model gets taken out of action in the fight phase before it has made its attacks for that phase, it can immediately fight before being removed from the battlefield. So I figure that is really powerful. Like, someone does a decisive strike on you, they have some brutal mega knob or something which rips your face off, you're going to get to attack. I think that's really powerful. And these Flesh Hooks, I think, are a really good addition too. I'd probably take them on all. They're a free upgrade, and I don't see why you wouldn't take them, because they're nasty. You can shoot. They're like a pistol, but you can actually shoot into friendly combat, against a target, without actually having to be within 1 inch of the model yourself. It only has a 6-inch range, but that's really powerful. I played some tournaments against these guys when I had my demon list, and that was really effective. It was really railing me hard. So this is my second choice. You can take the toxin sacs or the adrenal glands on this guy. The adrenal glands would give this guy a bit of a bonus to movement. Toxin sacs give all of his damage a potential of 2 damage, which I think is really powerful. For 1 point, it's pretty much an auto include for that. Okay, so that's that fella. Last guy would be my leader, Tyranid, I guess you'd call him. So this fella, he's got a death spitter as well, because I figure as a leader, he's going to be a little bit more versatile. He might not be always in the front line like his little friend over here, but the death spitter gives him that good ranged combat. He's got these flesh hooks again, so he can shoot into things that are close to him in combat. And then he's got the bone sword combination. So the 2 bone swords by themselves don't get that death bonus, where you can fight when you die, but what they do give you is an extra attack. So that makes him really strong. Just figure this would be a bit more of a survivable option. I'd probably give this guy toxin sacs for 1 point as well, just because, look, why the hell not? So this guy's would be quite diverse on the battlefield. He'd be able to both attack in melee combat, and he would be able to provide some ranged fire support as well. So yeah, they're my options. Now, I know some people might be looking at this and thinking, oh, you took 2 basically the same. And you know what? Like, I just think I had a look at all the options available, and I can't really see, besides being slightly cheaper, why you'd take, just, rending claws and scything talons and stuff like that without these really cheap upgrades, which are good. And a lot of other factions would pay a lot more for something as good as bone swords or like a death spitter, or even the Venom Cannon itself is only 4 points. So the upgrades on the Tyranids are really cheap. Like, some of them are actually free. So I really think that this is a pretty optimal build for me anyway, for what I have in mind. I'm going to be using Raveners. So some of you might be like, oh, where's the more just pure close combat warriors? And I'm thinking, well, I can take 15-point Raveners, which can do that job for me anyway, and are pretty much as good. So they're my thoughts. This is what I've built for the start of my kill team, and I will continue to bring these out as I get more models and tell you how I built the teams and why I built them the way that I did. So for now, my name is Lucius, and this is WarHQ, and we are signing out.